Welcome to Granny's Secrets. Come on, baby. Come sit with me for a while. Yeah, right there. Pull your chair a little closer. Let the door stay shut. Let the world outside stay outside for a minute. Bills can wait. Phones can buzz somewhere else. Life will still be there when you're done listening. Right now it's just you and me. I want you to breathe. Slow. Easy. Like nothing's chasing you for once. I'm an old grandmother now. The kind people smile at in grocery stores. The kind strangers call sweet, without really knowing why. My hands shake when I lift my tea. Not from weakness, from years. From holding too much. From carrying things I never set down. My knees ache when the weather changes, like they've got memories of their own. Storms I walked through. Floors I scrubbed. Jobs I ran to. People I chased. And my nights, oh baby, my nights are long. Not because I can't sleep, but because I remember. When you live as long as I have, memories don't knock anymore. They don't wait to be invited. They just walk right in, sit down beside you in the dark, and start talking like they never left. Sometimes they whisper. Sometimes they shout. Sometimes they just sit there, heavy, making it hard to breathe. I've lived a long life. Too long to pretend I did everything right. Too long to lie to myself. And today, baby, I want to tell you one of my biggest regrets. Not for pity. Not for sympathy. I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because I truly, deeply wish someone had warned me before I made the same mistake. So listen close. Because this story doesn't sound dangerous at first. It sounds reasonable, responsible, even admirable. It starts quiet, harmless, but it slowly, silently destroys lives. When I was young, I thought I had life all figured out. Didn't we all? I thought hard work fixed everything. I thought love could survive anything. I thought time would always be there when I needed it. I wasn't rich, wasn't famous, didn't come from money, but I was proud. I worked hard, real hard, long hours, early mornings before the sun, even thought about waking up. Late nights when my body begged me to stop but my mind kept saying, just a little more, you're almost there. People used to say, she's a hustler. She's got drive. She doesn't waste time. And I liked hearing that. I needed to hear that. It felt like proof that I mattered. Like proof I was doing something right. Take a breath. Pull that chair closer again. Granny ain't done talking yet. Baby, let me tell you something most people won't admit out loud. Nobody wakes up one day and says, you know what? I'm gonna neglect the people I love. No, that's not how it happens. It happens just this once at a time. One, I'll make it up to them at a time. One, this is important, stacked on top of another until your whole life is built out of excuses. That's how it got me. Back then, hustle culture didn't even have a name yet, but we were living it hard. Grind before sunrise. Grind after dark. Grind until your feet scream, and your head won't shut up. Folks praised you for being tired. Like exhaustion was a badge of honor. Like rest was weakness. People would say, she's built different. And baby, I believed them. I wore busy like perfume. I wore stress like jewelry. I wore responsibility like armor. I thought if I stopped moving, everything would fall apart. Truth is, everything that mattered was falling apart because I wouldn't stop. I remember my own mother sitting me down once. She was tired, her hands rough from the factory line, but she had a peace I couldn't understand. She told me, girl, the world is a hungry ghost. No matter how much you feed it, it'll always want more. Save some of yourself for the ones who know your middle name. I laughed. I thought she was just old-fashioned. I thought she didn't understand the new world, where women had to be twice as fast to get half as far. I looked at her tired eyes and promised myself I wouldn't end up like her. I wanted the title. I wanted the corner office. I wanted the world to see me and say, there goes a woman who conquered it all. But conquered what, baby? A pile of papers? A title on a glass door that someone else's name is on now? I got married young. Had kids early. Life moved fast. Faster than I realized. Diapers. School lunches. Work clothes. Schedules on the fridge. Days running into nights. Somewhere along the way, I made a decision that felt logical at the time. I told myself, I'll slow down later. I'll spend time with them when things settle. I'm doing all this for my family. I said that sentence so many times I stopped questioning it. It became my shield. My excuse. My comfort. Every missed dinner. Every skipped school event. Every tired half-hearted. Maybe next time, baby. I wrapped excuses inside that sentence. I told myself love was enough. I told myself providing was the same as being present. Baby, I was wrong. Life doesn't scream when something is wrong. It whispers. And that's how you miss it. I remember waking up before my alarm most mornings. Not because I was rested, because my mind was already racing. Bills, deadlines, expectations. That never-ending to-do list that kept growing no matter how much I crossed off. I'd get dressed in the dark so I wouldn't wake the kids. Kiss foreheads that barely stirred. Whisper, I love you to half-asleep bodies that didn't hear it. I told myself that counted. It didn't. I'd rush through breakfast, coffee in one hand, keys in the other. Kids asking questions while tying their shoes. Mom, can you? Not right now, baby. Later, okay? Later became my favorite word. Later also became my biggest lie. At work, I was sharp, focused, reliable. I handled chaos like a pro. I fixed problems, met goals, earned respect. People depended on me. And that felt good. Real good. I remember the office politics, the long meetings where we discussed efficiency, while my own home was becoming a place of strangers. I had this rival, a woman named Sarah. She was younger, hungry for my spot. We spent years trying to outwork each other. Stayed later just to show we could. Sent emails at 3 a.m. just to prove we were dedicated. Looking back, I can't even remember what those projects were about. They were urgent then. They are nothing now. But the time I spent competing with her was time I stole from my son's first bike ride and my daughter's first heartbreak. At home, I was tired, short-tempered, distracted, half-present. I gave my best hours to people who could replace me by Monday. My kids started talking less. Not all at once. Slowly. They stopped telling me about their day. Stopped sharing little things. Stopped asking me questions. They stopped running to the door when I came home. Stopped asking if I'd be there for bedtime. Stopped asking if I'd come at all. I told myself it was normal. Kids grow up, right? They get independent. That's healthy. That's what parents want. That's what I told myself so I could keep moving. So I wouldn't have to stop and look too closely. You don't notice the distance growing when it stretches a little each day. It's not like waking up to a canyon. It's like erosion. Slow, quiet, sneaky. One day, you realize your kid doesn't tell you their favorite song anymore. Next thing you know, they don't tell you who they're dating. Then they don't tell you when they're hurting. Then they don't tell you anything at all. And you're standing there wondering when the hell that happened. I remember one afternoon clear as day. I came home early for once. Thought I'd surprise them. Thought I'd finally show up. My daughter was in her room, door half closed. I knocked. She looked up, startled. Like she wasn't used to seeing me at that hour. That look broke something in me. I asked her how school was. She shrugged. Said fine. I asked more questions. She gave shorter answers. Then she said something that still echoes in my bones. She said, "You don't have to pretend, Mom." Pretend. Like my presence was a performance. Like my interest was temporary. Like she already knew I'd disappear again. I laughed it off. Made a joke. Changed the subject. I was a master at avoiding discomfort. Baby, discomfort is a warning sign. If you keep dodging it, pain will handle the confrontation for you later. Like the time my daughter looked at me and said, "It's okay, Mom. I know you're busy." She didn't say it angry. Didn't cry. Didn't argue. She said it calmly. Like she'd already accepted it. Like she'd learned not to hope anymore. That moment should have shattered me. Or the night my son stopped waiting up for me. I came home late again. The house was quiet. Lights off. TV dark. He was already asleep. No note. No questions. No disappointment loud enough to wake me up. Those moments hurt. But not enough to change me. And baby, that's the part that still hurts the most. I kept chasing later. Later happiness. Later peace. Later rest. Later family time. Later felt safe. Later felt responsible. Later never showed up. I missed the little stuff first. Then the big stuff. Then the once-in-a-lifetime stuff. School plays. Award ceremonies. Sunday dinners. Random Tuesday nights that could have meant everything. I told myself I was doing it for them. But kids don't feel love through intentions. They feel it through presence. I used to think love was something you stored up. Like if I loved them enough in my heart, it would carry over into the moments I wasn't there. That's not how love works. Love is built in the showing up. In the listening. In the boring moments. In the car rides and late-night talks and sitting on the edge of the bed when they're scared for reasons they can't explain. You can't outsource that. One night, my son asked me a question I wasn't ready for. He said, "Mom, why are you always gone?" Not angry. Not accusing. Just curious. I gave him some grown-up answer about responsibility and providing and the future. He nodded. Then he said, okay. That okay was a door closing. Kids stop asking questions when they stop expecting answers. I wish someone had grabbed me by the shoulders and said, hey, you're winning at the wrong thing. But nobody did. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have listened. Because when you're deep in the grind, slowing down feels like failure, feels like weakness, feels like letting people down. The biggest mistake of my life wasn't dramatic, that I know yelling. No slam doors. No big fight where everything fell apart. It was quiet. I chose work over moments. Over and over again. I missed birthdays. Not all of them, just enough to matter. Missed dinners. Missed conversations. Missed bedtime stories. Missed listening when their voices were still small, and their problems still fixable with a hug. I thought love could be postponed, like a bill you pay later. But love doesn't wait. One day, my kids stopped being kids. And I didn't even notice when it happened. They didn't need me the same way anymore. Not because they didn't love me, but because they learned not to expect me. Baby, that kind of pain sneaks up on you. And when it hits, there's no place to put it. Years flew by like they were in fast forward. Suddenly my kids weren't little anymore. Their voices got deeper. Their worlds got bigger. And I felt like a guest in a life I helped create. When they moved out, people told me, enjoy the peace. They told me, now it's your time. Baby, nobody warns you how loud silence can be. The house didn't feel peaceful. It felt empty. No backpacks by the door. No shoes kicked off in the hallway. No noise. No mess. No life. I'd hear a car pass outside and my heart would jump, thinking maybe one of them was coming home. They weren't. I had time then. All the time I swore I didn't have before. And nowhere meaningful to put it. I remember the first Christmas after they both left. I sat in this very living room. The tree lit up, but nobody was there to open the presents under it. I had worked so hard to buy them the best things, and now I had the things, but I didn't have the laughter. I didn't have the sticky fingers on the ornaments. I sat there and realized I had traded my soul for a house that was too big for one person to feel warm in. I tried to reconnect. I really did. Called more. Texted more. Offered help. Offered money. Offered advice. But love doesn't rebuild on offers. It rebuilds on history. And ours had gaps. They'd visit, but it felt formal. Polite. Like we were all being careful not to step on old wounds. I'd ask about their lives. They'd give me headlines, not chapters. And I realized something painful. I knew what they did, but not who they were. That's a special kind of heartbreak. Regret doesn't rush in. It creeps. It shows up late at night when the world is quiet and there's nothing left to distract you. I replay moments in my head over and over again. The times I could have stayed home. The times I could have said no. The times I could have listened longer. The times I chose important things over meaningful ones. I can't go back. I can't fix it all. All I can do now is warn you. If you're listening right now and you're busy, tired, overworked, trying to prove something, hear me. Your job won't remember your sacrifices. Your inbox won't miss you. Your deadlines won't cry at night. But people will. Time is not patient. Love is not automatic. And regret is loyal. It stays. I remember promising my son I'd be at his school play. Front row. Cheering loud. But the day got away from me. Meetings. Emails. Urgent calls. I came home late. The play was over. His eyes searched the crowd for me. And I wasn't there. That night, I cried alone in my kitchen. Not just because I was sorry, but because I realized I had missed a piece of his childhood I could never get back. Another time, my daughter wanted me at her dance recital. Weeks of practice. Spinning in our living room. Imagining I'd be there. My heart wanted to go. My body was somewhere else. Work won again. The recital ended. All I had were pictures. Her smile, it wasn't fully joyful. That scar still lives in me. Baby, love is urgent. Presence is priceless. Moments don't pause for convenience. Life doesn't wait for schedules or deadlines. When you're building a career, remember, you're also building a family. And families don't wait forever. It's never too late to try. Reach out. Make amends. Show love. Just understand, some bridges don't fully rebuild. But effort still matters. Trying still matters. Presence still matters. So carry this wisdom. Don't let work replace moments. Don't let deadlines replace laughter. Don't let emails replace conversation. Don't let ambition replace hugs. Don't let pride replace listening. Don't let later replace now. Life is happening right now. Your worth is not measured by your productivity. Your value is not proven by your exhaustion. Your legacy is not built in your inbox. It's built in the people who remember how you made them feel. Jobs will replace you. Companies will forget you. Time will move on without asking permission. But the moments you miss? They're gone forever. I'm not saying don't work hard. I'm saying don't work blind. Don't trade your life for applause that fades. Don't sacrifice love on the altar of someday. Don't wait until your hands are shaking and your house is quiet to realize what mattered. Put the phone down sometimes. Leave work early sometimes. Say no sometimes. Sit on the floor. Listen longer. Show up messy, tired, imperfect, but present. Presence is the real flex. If I could go back, I wouldn't change everything. But I'd change enough. E de mis fue momentos. I'd listen more. I'd choose people over pride. I can't rewrite my past. But maybe, just maybe, I can save you from repeating it. So if you take anything from Granny's secrets, take this. Later is a liar. Busy is a thief. And love is urgent. Hold your people close. Choose now. Choose presence. Because one day, baby, the house gets quiet. And all the money, the emails, the achievements, they won't mean a damn thing. What will matter is that you were there. That you showed up. That you hugged too long, laughed too loud, and said I love you too often. Because one day, the house gets quiet. And all you'll have left is memory. Make sure yours are worth keeping. This is Granny's secrets. This is what I've learned. This is my gift to you. Live wisely. Love deeply. And always, always choose presence. If my words touched your heart today, please like and subscribe. It reminds this old granny that she's not alone. And that her stories are finding their way into someone's heart.